Velázquez, a New York Democrat who is chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. Congresswoman, thank you so much for coming in and talking about this important story. We're going to put up two satellite images on screen. There they are right now. Before and after images of Puerto Rico. You can see the almost complete lack of power throughout the island. What do the people of Puerto Rico need most right now, you think?
Definitely to restore the infrastructure because it basically collapsed. Electricity, the power grid that is so crucial so that hospitals in Puerto Rico could be able to open to provide the services, because these are life and death issues related to the power grid. Mm-hmm. And people they don't have access to water, food, medicine, basic things that could, have an impact on the elderly and the children. So we are concerned, and right now, some of the many information that I'm getting from friends in Puerto Rico is that they are in the brink of a human crisis, if not they are already facing a human crisis.
Well, let's talk about what's happening here, because the FEMA director, Brock Long, spoke about the federal aid being delivered. Here he is, and then we'll talk.
We have 16 ships currently operating that we haven't talked about in the media. We have 16 ships currently operating. That's a combination of U.S. Coast Guard and our DoD partners. We have 10 ships en route, 10 ships and barges en route over the next 48, continuing to bring generators, emergency power, as well as more additional food and water that's coming in.
He said they're doing all they can do, but if more people don't get help soon, you fear more will die?
Don, 6 days later, after Maria hit, and now they're sending 16 ships. Of course, that we welcome it, but the whole world knew that there was a Category 4 hurricane that was about to hit Puerto Rico. We didn't have a plan in place in terms of having the kind of response that was needed, given the nature of the devastation that was expected to be caused by such a disaster, a natural disaster.
Why did you say that this could be President Trump's Katrina, Congresswoman?
Because the help that is needed is not there. Believe me, there's so much devastation. There are isolated, remote areas where we have seniors, where we have elderly people that are trapped in buildings, 24 and 21-story buildings. And these seniors, it's very difficult to reach them. So that is, today, I believe, late yesterday, 2 more people died while they went to a hospital to seek services.
But why do you think it wasn't handled better? Why do you think it wasn't managed better in your...
Well, I was frustrated watching the news throughout and the TV throughout the weekend. There was too much attention given to other things that didn't have to, well, like athletes and tweeting out
football
about,
and NFL.
Yes. So while there was a plight by the people of Puerto Rico and all of us throughout the United States, so many people and reporters talking about the dire need of the Puerto Rican people. And today is when we hear that FEMA is sending, or the Navy is sending 16 ships. That is the type of response that needed to take place 6 days ago and not 6 days later.
Well, Congresswoman, we appreciate your time. Let's hope that Puerto Rico gets the help that it needs and the people there, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
And by the way, if I could mention, today I'm sending a letter to the President with 105 of my colleagues asking for the appointment of a top senior military person to oversee the operation, plus to station the aircraft Abraham Lincoln. We did it for Miami. We should do it for Puerto Rico and for the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, a general like General Russell Honore, someone like that to
That's
go in and help. Thank you, Congresswoman.